Home on Saturday in a 109-108 win. CJ Miles missed a game-winning jumper with a second left, and Cleveland held on for the game-1 win. As for the rest of the East, the Bucks and Bulls picked up big game-1 upsets while the Wizards held serve at home. Max, I want to start with you on this one. Do you see anyone taking down the Cavs in the East?
I think the Cavs can be taken down in the East, yes. Which particular team will take them down, who's going to be there in the Eastern Conference Finals, remains to be seen. But from a pool of the following three teams, I think the Cavs could lose. I think they could lose to the Wizards. I think they could lose to the Raptors. I think they could lose to the Celtics. Not a fresh Cavs team. Maybe not this Cavs team if they were to meet them in the first round. But a fatigued Cavs team, particularly if the Pacers play them like this. I saw the Cavs try to turn it on last night, and nothing was there. The offense was there, but the defense wasn't. And in the end, they were lucky to win. They were lucky that CJ Miles missed the shot. He could have almost as easily, you look at the percentage of three-point, CJ Miles shoots 40% from three, so he's a little more likely to miss it than hit it. But he's almost as likely to hit that shot, and the Cavs lose game one against the Pacers, and the Pacers aren't any of the three teams I just mentioned. Yes, the Cavs can be stopped before they get to the finals. They're not going to be stopped. It's a foregone conclusion as far as I'm concerned. The Cavaliers are going back to the NBA Finals because if LeBron doesn't have something to do with it, the officials will or somebody else will. It's LeBron in the NBA Finals. That's the way I see it. But I will say this. There's only one team that has a shot. It ain't Boston. It ain't the Toronto Raptors. It's the Washington Wizards. I said it earlier. I'm going to go back to it again. Did you see the performance from John Wall yesterday afternoon? 32 and 14, turned it on in the third quarter. I think he had like 15 third-quarter points. He was clearly, at times, he just proves to be the best player on the court most nights. He has good size for that point guard slot. He can't get taken advantage of like Kyle Lowry, reliant totally on his perimeter game when other things are not working. John Wall can get to the hole. He can finish at the basket. He can score on the break. More importantly, he can defend and disrupt what you want to do. Bradley Beal could hit shots. Otto Porter can hit shots. And did you see that man that was Markieff Morris and how he went at Paul Millsap? Paul Millsap can play. He is an all-star, but Morris got up in him yesterday. 21 and 7 and all of that stuff is fine. Had 4 blocks the way he defended and went after it. He played like a rough rider. And that means that Atlanta and Millsap, who were complaining about the Wizards using MMA tactics, he said, we played ball, they played MMA. He better figure out some moves and watch the UFC a little bit more because Morris ain't going anywhere. I'm looking at the Washington Wizards. I feel good about my prediction. I said it was going to be the Wizards versus the Cavs in the conference finals. So long as the Wizards didn't have to face the Cavs before that time, I am sticking to it. I expect to be in the nation's capital for the Eastern Conference Finals for Washington to go up against Cleveland, but I still think Cleveland's going to the finals. If you like Washington, I agree, it's John Wall. It frequently does, as you mentioned, because of the refs, Stephen A., and superstar calls and all that stuff, and also because superstars are superstars for a reason. They're capable of reaching higher heights than anyone else on the court. You look at John Wall, of everyone who's not on the Cavs, and maybe the Greek freak himself, John Wall's the most talented guy in the East, and he's comparable at least to Kyrie Irving. So there's an answer for that on the Washington team. Like Kyle Lowry a lot, love Isaiah Thomas. Neither one of those guys is John Wall. He's operating on a higher level.
Wall, 32 points, 14 assists, and they had 6 guys with double-figure points, so everybody contributing there. We go back to football when we return. Cam Newton is known for his wardrobe, but wait until you see what he's wearing at Coachella this weekend. Does Stephen A., the fashion police, think it's a fashion do or a fashion don't? Stay tuned for that. And after being drafted first overall in the 2014 draft, Jadeveon Clowney hasn't quite lived up to the hype he once had, so did he deserve to get his